When you picture Monte Carlo, you picture of the yachts in the marina. You think of the casino. You imagine people arriving in supercars or by boat ahead of the Grand Prix. We don't normally arrive on 2 feet after having run all the way from Nice. This is my running adventure. Get to Monte Carlo or bust. So my journey starts here, just outside the hotel, and the rough plan is basically start here, run down to the coast, turn left, and then just keep the Mediterranean on my right hand side all the way to Monaco. I've got it locked into my watch as well, so I should be able to keep right, but it should be a straightforward journey from here, I think. I just need to get there and just take it nice and steady along the coast. So from where I've started, it's about 23-24 kilometres to Monaco. Depends if I take any conversions, how direct the route in the map is. So I reckon it'll take about 2.5 hours, something like that. The biggest enemy I've got is the sun. It's hot. When I left the hotel it was 24 degrees. It's got hotter than that by 10, 11 o'clock. So I really want to get done by 11, because when it just hits 30, it's going to be ridiculously hot to run. You watch the traffic. Now, normally when I'm doing one of my running adventures, things get a wee bit interesting. So 2 years ago in Singapore at midnight, I fell over. I'll be fine. Last year in Azerbaijan, I managed to run into the President's Complex. Remember earlier on when I said there were a lot of government buildings around this area? Salam? Yeah. Just I accidentally walked right through the middle of one. So, I'm hoping that nothing like that happens this time, but when it's me, we'll see what happens. I'm getting to the main statue bit of Nice, who's just right there, and then I'll be on the front, and then it's just straight running round the coast through Old Nice, and then we'll see how long it starts to take. So it should start going uphill from that point. Right, the coast. There we are, the Mediterranean. On my right hand side, and that's it, all the way to Monte Carlo. Some of you might be wondering, if I'm on foot all the way to Monaco, where's Rachel? Well, as much as this run was her idea for me to try, she's taking the far more sensible option and going by train. So I'm not just trying to get there on time, I'm just trying to get there at a point where she's not been left waiting too long. So while I'm not racing, I do need to keep my speed up a wee bit. The coastline's beautiful down here, it really is. Lovely beach. I see it's just down below me there. But yeah, absolutely beautiful along this stretch. Can't wait to see what the next couple of towns are like. I've heard there's a couple of really nice ones on my way there. Certainly one I'm definitely taking a pit stop through. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the next couple of places. Thankfully the next section of my journey goes round there, so I'll be in the shades for the next wee while. As you can tell with the hat on already, I'm going to need a bit of shade to cool down. This is where the hills start now, so I'm leaving Nice, going by the port of Nice, and then heading onto the open road. So this is my first major hill. Oof. Just some proof about how hot it is. I'm now running through Cap Denise. I've made it up all that hill. This kind of sits at the top of the cliffs. Again, an absolutely another beautiful wee town. Try to stick to the shade a wee bit more. Try and cool down. I had 5 minutes there just to have a quick rest. But I do need to keep moving. When I was plotting this route, there's only one section where I wasn't quite clear if there was pavement or not. And if I could run. Now I've done all my research and it says, yes, I can safely run. Look behind me, there's some wee Fiat 500s. That's amazing. But yeah, it is a road. It is the proper road there. It's the Princess Christian Monaco Boulevard, I think, or Avenue, or the Boulevard of Princess Christian Monaco. I've been assured it's safe to run on, so that's what I'm going to get to next, and then we'll see. The next town I'll hit is Villefranche-sur-Mer, which is just up ahead of me. I'll check in there just so I can concentrate in this section. I know I said I was going to wait until I check in, but just look at that view. Section of road I was a wee bit concerned about. As you can see, the road, the main road's behind me, but got a cycle track on my left hand side. Behind me is a pavement, and I've seen plenty of people running up this direction, so I know I'm actually quite safe now. Like I said, this is the only bit of the entire journey where it was a bit dodgy, and I thought I might have had to find a way down into the town, of which there's view because quite high up. So yeah, this bit, not worried. I am walking a wee bit, the heat is getting to me. I'm 7 kilometres in. Will need to pick up the pace a little bit, but we're getting there, we're making progress, and I think I'll make it to Monte Carlo now. There we are, I'm now entering Villefranche-sur-Mer. It might not be completely clear behind me. The built up there into the mountain, up the cliffs rather, is Eze village, another one of the kind of picturesque towns in this area. Except this one is high up. It's amazing. Thankfully I'm not running through that. Just looking down there, that was one of my options for the route, going round the coast and joining it back on there, which is where I'm going to end up actually. I will join the path down there just beyond that train station. Well, there's a train station just up there. However, I couldn't quite be sure there was a path through Villefranche in order to get there. Now I'm sure there was, but when I looked at it on street maps, it looked like it was open up. And I didn't fancy going all the way through there till I found a dead end, so then I'd have to go there back uphill. So I thought, stay up high and then go down when I can guarantee I can get there. Next section's got some wee set of narrow roads, but they should be very quiet because they're just right. So just to be well, I actually prepped here because you've noticed I've got my backpack on me. So in there, I've got my water, which I've been drinking away at. And again, part of the reason why I'm going to divert through Saint-Jean-de-Frat, I think that's how it's said, is because there were shops there and I can refill my water. So that was part of the reason for diverting through the town. Also meant to be really nice. Also takes me around the coast and it's nice and flat. Also in my bag I've got some food to eat, power pack for my phone just in case anything goes wrong. What else? A bit of money, again just in case I have to end up like, again, some disaster that goes wrong and I need to get a taxi. So I've got a well prepped. Same way before the journey started, I made sure I've got factor 50 on. Yeah. I wasn't taking any chances in this one. Right, I've made it to one of the bits I wasn't 100% sure where it was on the map. But right there, small staircase. Follow that down and that'll take me towards my next section, which is the Saint-Jean-de-Frat. This wasn't especially clear on the map. I could find the bottom of it, but I couldn't quite see it on Street View. I just knew there were some stairs here that I could get down that's public access, and they would take me down to the road. As you can probably hear, I'm taking these incredibly slowly and not trying to run it. Ooh, they're not the easiest stairs to walk down actually. A bit wide. Oops, I'm going to put my phone away. I think that's the train line Rachel will be on. I managed to take a slight wrong turning. I've ended up on a fairly main road right to the other side of Saint-Jean Cap Ferrat. I'll get it right. I thought I would have been running down on the coastal road. Having said that, the two roads meet each other relatively soon. I just have to contend with all the traffic. My accidental diversion actually worked out for the best. It kept me on a good level, and it meant that I arrived into the next town from a better road than my original route intended. The diversion I'm taking is actually adding on about 3-4 kilometres to the journey between Nice and Monaco. You can get out there far more directly, you know, and cut this section off. Like I said, I just chose to go through here. So, I'm now officially in Saint-Jean Cap Ferrat. I was doing a wee bit of walking there because it wasn't clear on the road exactly what route I was to take. But I'm pretty sure now, if I go straight line here, come all back downhill, and that'll take me to the coastline and from the village or town. I'm about halfway into the journey. I think it's taken me about an hour and 15 minutes, so I think my estimate of about 2.5 hours is about right, and that includes me doing all these wee bits, taking plenty of photos, that type of thing. You can see here, here's a good example of the narrow roads or pavements I've been running up. In fact, I'm going to cross over into a slightly bigger bit, or wider bit. There have been pavements the whole right way, that's the thing. And that's what gives me that confidence for the next section as well. There are definitely pavements. There's one section up ahead where there's a tunnel, but I won't be going through the tunnel. I'll be going to the right of it and continuing along the coastline. But I'm hoping I might get my first glimpse of Monaco around here. I'll need to check the map, see if it's the right direction. I don't think anything's blocking it. But yeah, hopefully I'll be getting the first view of Monaco soon. I'm really looking forward to getting there. This is kind of like a bucket list place to go to. So yeah, look forward to arriving. Granted, as I said earlier, not the typical way, but I've arrived. I'm almost getting tired of saying it, but the views are incredible. Now, I don't think that's quite it. I think actually there's something just in the way of it. But over there is Monaco. It's almost within sight. We're getting there. So I've had a wee 5-minute pit stop right there in the town. I used it to go around the toilet, get some water, refill my bottle in my bag. Although I could do without finding a shop that actually does get me a water bottle. I wasn't in Saint-Jean Cap Ferrat, or at least not that I could find. The next town does have some places and I'll go right by them. So I'll fill up my bottle of water there. I've still got enough to get me to Monaco, I think, but I'd be happier, a lot happier with another bottle in my bag. That's made things a lot lighter again. So that's quite good. Right, I'm going to get the heat down, get to the next town. Okay, that's been a bit of a mission to try and find a shop, but I eventually found a relay. So got some lemon juice. It's not lemonade, it's some sort of lemon thing, but it's nice and sweet. a big bottle of water as well, so I can refill mine if I start running out, but between this and that I should be fine to get there now. I just need to kind of get my head down and get running, so I'll finish drinking this and then get moving. Yeah, I'm in a wee town, Beaulieu, something like that. It's quite nice. But I am well off my route. What I'm going to do is I'm going to join my route further round, so rather than trace back all the steps, I can just continue going straight along this road, take a right, and it'll take me back down to the coast. This part of the route turned out to be the only really narrow section of road that I had to run down. The rest of it actually was fine. Annoyingly, if I'd been about 30 minutes earlier, Valtteri Bottas would have went by me on his bike. I discovered that later on in Strava. The cliffs behind me are absolutely incredible. That's where I'm walking towards. I'm going to be walking around them. That might give me my first glimpse of Monaco, round the corner here properly. I don't think that was it when I was looking from Saint-Jean. So yeah, might be the next bit. Until afterwards, looking at the route on my watch, the next turning is in, well, was in just over 8 kilometres. So yeah, it's pretty much a straight run now to Monaco. That was me leaving the town of Eze. Now that's not the same Eze that's up in the mountain, this is the one that's down by the sea. Yeah, there's two. That's Eze sur Mer. Again, I'm back on a really narrow bit of road. Just need to keep my wits about me. I should be okay. And put the phone away, just take care in this wee section, okay? See you when I'm through it. Now I've made it to one of the tunnels, but this isn't part of my route. I'm going this way. I think I technically can walk through it, but I'd rather stick to the road just to be safe. I'm a bit more visible here, and as much as the path's narrow, yeah, it's just easier for people to see me. Also, this bit of road now is a wee bit slower. The tunnel's full speed. I'm going to cross sides of the road in a second, and yeah, that'll keep me safe. There we go, there's the sign for Monaco. Just keep going this way. I've been slowed slightly by this hill. It's just completely taken it out of me. So I figured I'd walk up it, like a trail run and stuff, walk up the hill. I'll try and run the downhill, make up a wee bit of time. I'm way outside my, what I thought would be 2.5 hours. I have just about hit 21 kilometres in the journey. Like I said, there's been those couple of slight diversions in the bit through Beaulieu, trying to find water. That did lose me 10-15 minutes because I just couldn't find a shop. But I'll get there. This section of the route's been a lot harder than I anticipated. I think effectively that's been about 5 kilometres just uphill. You know, certainly since I left Beaulieu, that was flat. Ever since then I've been climbing. My watch says 22k on it, and I was definitely in there at 16. So yeah, that would be like 6 kilometres just all uphill. It's made this bit quite challenging, but nearly within sight of Monaco. Nearly within sight. Now if my eyes don't deceive me, and certainly that bike looks it, I think I'm going downhill. Hey! Right, let me try and run again now. get this bit done while I'm running downhill, pick up, that can at least get me a bit of pace. And yeah, we're really not too far now from Monaco. It's hard to tell because the buildings are on the way. If you look through there, Monaco. I'm about 500 metres from the border crossing. It's the first time I've ever crossed the international border on a run. Hopefully it won't be the last time this year though. But yeah, we're so nearly there. I've got my passport because I don't need it because you're just free allowed to cross over. So yeah, should be okay, but we're nearly in Monaco. Just about talking about mishaps. Yeah, somebody walked straight into me. I wasn't running or anything like that. Got one of those things, wasn't paying attention, walked straight in, battered my phone in my hand. It seems to be okay. There we are, first sight of Monaco. Okay, let's follow the path down. We went to Monaco together. So that's where I'm leaving. I'm assuming there is a sign that says we're now entering Monaco. Good, my favourite shops in Monaco. Right, cross this road. Nearly there. There's exiting Cardale. And we're now officially in Monaco. Actually, not quite. I see the proper border crossing now. If you look behind me, there's a couple of red and white flags. That's the border. Yeah, I'm going to wait to cross the lights here. Got to go through this bit. Watch a nice big Mercedes. And you can see by the police there. I'm about to enter Monaco. There we are. We've ran to Monaco. Oh, incredible. Right, let's crack on and try and get to the actual finish line where I really want to end my run. But yes, I'm now officially in Monte Carlo. Oh, that's been some run. So, planning out this route was really easy. You know, I found the route online, made some adjustments to it and got it all the way along to Monaco. However, I want to finish it at the start finish straight, the Grand Prix track. The problem is in Monaco, at this area, there's lots of tunnels, it's not very clear where the road crossings are. Google Maps gets a little bit confused about where you can and can't cross the road. So, do things like that, stairways and things like that. So it's actually not very clear where I can go. My route says one thing, the reality might say something completely different. Just need to figure out roughly how I can get anywhere. So trying to find my way through here is difficult. GPS is chaotic, so I'm not quite sure exactly where I am. I'm trying to find my way to Larascas, and at least then I can follow the track. I know where I'm going then. This bit, I don't actually know this section of Monaco at all. You bear in mind, my entire knowledge of it is based on video games and TV. Following this road round here, I'm pretty sure that takes me down towards Rascas. Starting to see all the big yachts in the distance, which is a good sign that I am somewhere right. I need to cross the road. There we are. So, around here, I think I'm going in the right direction again. Yeah, I can absolutely tell I'm in Monaco now. So here we are here, running along the front street of Monaco. Now you can see there's no pit complex there, it is only temporary. This is where just go by everybody. I'm going to run from here, and this is my finish line, the start-finish straight of the Grand Prix. We're so close. And that's going to be the end of the run. Oh, okay, I can start to see red boxes. You look behind me. You see there are the grid boxes. P3, P2, pole position, and across the line. There we are. That's the end. That's the start finish straight of the Monaco Grand Prix. Well, that's been an absolutely amazing journey to get here. It took a little longer than I thought, but I properly enjoyed it. My next thing now is to make our way to the hotel. So I'm going to finish everything here and say cheers for watching. But yeah, that has been great fun. And I think, you know what, best place to stop is in the pit lane. But I'm going to go and get a drink of water.